today's episode, we're going to talk about when is the best time to buy your rental equipment. So make sure you stay tuned and learn more. So Eddie, when's the best time to buy your rental equipment?
Well, that depends really.
Oh, what?
Well, are we looking for this discounted value, or we're talking about like the best time in financial operations?
No, I mean like time of the year.
What time of the year? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends, because like I think everybody. Well, some people are very busy year round. Other people, you say it slows down for the winter season. Also, and like in Chicago, it freezes over there and has like feet of snow. So I think there are certain times that they operate more.
Okay, let's go with the cheapest.
The cheapest? Oh, I think the cheapest is like around December until February, I believe.
Okay, so right now.
So yeah, right now, it's probably gonna be your best bet. Like, most people are having deals. I know they have that. What's it called? The show that they do in Florida.
Rental Con? I'm joking.
It might as well be Rental Con. No, it's kind of like
AARP?
Yeah. No, I forgot, but we were talking about going one time, but we're like, yeah, it's okay.
It's in Orlando, right?
Yeah, it's in Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
But I know they have like a lot of deals going on, and then they carry that over after the show is over. They carry that over. It's usually to like February or so. Same thing with tents and stuff like that. Some manufacturers, they do like sales, because right now it's probably slow, and everybody, for the most part, is hunkering down and holding on to their money. They don't really want to let go of it, because they're worried about will it last until when the bookings start to show. So generally, this is when the deals start happening. But also, like in operations, that's why I was like, what do you mean, like operationals? Like, because it all depends too. If you're busy all year, then you really you don't have to worry about operational. You'll just jump on the opportunity once it presents itself for the discounts and stuff like that. But like for the other guys that like, they're slow because of weather, or people stop renting for a certain season, then I would say I'd say springtime.
Spring, right before get busy.
Yeah, because then once you see like the light, you can go ahead and feel comfortable and start spending money.
Yeah. Unless you saved up all the money throughout the year.
If you save the money like what you should, then you can
buy
it
like it says in the checklist. If you save like it says in the checklist, you can jump on opportunity when it's the cheapest.
Yeah, which is will be the winter time. But if not, then the spring, because what's going to happen is everybody's starting to jump on, because once they start seeing bookings rolling through, everybody's like, oh, I don't have this, or I need this, or oh, I got a real big demand for this, or a lot of opportunities start happening, and then you can miss out if you can't get the products, which happens a lot. If somebody can't get, chairs or tables or a tent, or sometimes they'll miss out on an opportunity that otherwise they would have had if they already had the product pre-hand. So, just depends on what size your company is and what model you're running with.
Yeah. So if you're running with the model that's in the checklist, you probably purchase once or twice a year. I think what we're starting to get, we used to be before we created this model, we were on the part when opportunity comes up, we buy whenever it is right there. But now, since, you got to be responsible, and stuff like that, you have a certain amount of money that you need in your business bank account, which for a lot of people it should be, it should be whatever their unearned revenue is, plus, probably that month's expenses. And then anything after that, if you have stuff to the side, 25% of your profit, 50% of profit that you pay yourself, the other 50% you pay back to the company to reinvest, then you just go from the reinvest money, and you don't have any issues on it at all. And that's how you work, and you just keep going like that, and then do what you got to do, and never issue. Also, you could pull out loans if you wanted to too. Yeah. Just make sure they're long-term loans, so you're not having to pay stuff back really fast, which we've been there too. Nothing wrong with that either. It is what it is. Sometimes you got opportunity, you gotta take it right then, right there. But Eddie, so since we talking about the best time, so what else is good to do during the winter?
As far as like purchases, or just like overall, just what you should be doing.
Overall, what you should be doing.
I think the best part is to reflect. I guess kind of like you used to play football, so it's like running film.
Yeah.
You say, all right, guys, last year this is what we did. This is what we could have done better. See where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are. And then, there's two different philosophies too, because you always say you should, if you're good at doing something, just do it even better. But also, if you can kind of go ahead and get your processes down, that way, like start next year when it starts getting busy. Because I know one thing: once you start running and gunning, because we've been there before, it's really hard to like sit down and write down all these processes. Like, oh, this is what we should do, or
and even harder to implement them.
Yeah, exactly. Implement them because you're going to be running all over the place. If you're running the operation yourself, you're running all over the place. You're doing the orders, you're taking the orders, all that good stuff. So it's really hard to focus and say, okay, well, this is what we should do moving forward. So the best thing is like when it's slow, you spend a little time with your family and whatnot, or do little things here and there. But the best thing to do is go ahead and write these processes down. That way, when the ball starts rolling, you already know the game plan and what to roll with. So that's the best thing. Then also like maintaining your equipment. You know what I mean?
Painting them chairs.
Painting the chairs. Those things are chipped or starting to get some rust. Go ahead and give it some TLC. We try to do it like every quarter, but this is the best time you can like really get the details in because it's not like
pull that pressure washer out.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like 5,000 white chairs are gonna go out next week. It's something that you can like even do in batches and then put them up on your. Well, it depends on if you have. I know we have pallet racks. You just put them on the rack and plastic wrap them and put them up.
Yeah, because it takes like how many days it takes to?
It takes a couple of days to cure.
Cure. Okay.
Or if it's really cold and your warehouse is really cold, not heated, then it might take a little longer.
Yeah, so for people up north, they might just need to let them sit longer. But if you're up north, most likely you're not really renting much out right now either. From the people we know. Some of you doing inside events. Most of the outside events are basically done.
Sometimes the tents, they do tents over there.
But those be like structured, right?
Yeah, structured.
So they can heat them.
And heated as well. So the heaters and all that good stuff. Sidewalls. But the only thing is like, I guess if it snows on it, you're going to have to take the snow off. And if not, that thing's going to collapse.
Redo those fans and stuff. Make sure they're working.
Yeah.
Get all that stuff on there. If you're doing bounce house right now in the snow, I mean, obviously you're not doing any really many bounce houses probably in the snow right now.
I've seen some people do some bounce houses in the snow.
Yeah.
We've actually have done that, like with a couple people here. When Texas does snow, but like very rare.
It's been very rare, but it's been like for the last 3 years it's been snowing.
It's my favorite time too.
This year I feel like it's not going to.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's like 70-something degrees.
It feels good outside.
It feels good.
In Florida's like 85.
Ooh.
It's like perfect. That's where Eddie wants to go. So if you see Eddie not on the show one day and he's gone, he's off to Florida fishing somewhere on a boat, probably stranded. Like that guy from what's that show called? Lost?
Castaway?
No, Castaway. That's what it is. You're not getting on the plane.
Yeah, but I'll be in Pensacola, even though you say that's not really Florida, but that's where I'd like to go.
It's Florida, but it's like it's a different part of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Different part.
That's my favorite.
It's the better part, I should say, in some regards, on there. So you said, so let's wrap this right here. So cost wise during the winter around the NRH. Well, that's a gun show.
Your shout outs.
From that part. So first you want to go through from December to February during the winter season. This is where you want to purchase stuff. Your stuff should be the cheapest around there. We're about to actually do some tents. Then we're about to buy like 12 or 17 or something tents. I don't know how many that we're about to get purchased, maybe a little more, so we can get all our tents in, because we're going to focus on tents next year, and then redoing our chairs and making sure we have enough chairs across the board, because now that we have like almost 600 6-foots, we need to start having seats for everybody to sit in across the board and everything, and then cocktail tables, which are really big for us, all that right there. But this part right here is not in the checklist, but everything else that you can learn about this is in the checklist. So make sure you go check the checklist out. It has all this good information there. It's free. It's constantly being redone. So once we get your email and stuff, every time we update a section or add a new section there, we'll get it to you. You're not going to get a million updates, but every time we have a significant update, we'll send you a new copy so you can see it and you can go through it. And also, too, we would love your feedback on it, on what you're doing, how you can help other people in there. We're going to start doing polls pretty shortly to get a general consensus of what's happening in the rental industry, so everyone can learn. We can learn as together and learn from all our feedback as well.
ARA, that's what it is.
ARA. So I was close. Yeah.
I knew it was an A.
A something. American Rental Association. Yeah, ARA. Yeah, ARA. Yeah, I think it's
Close enough.
ARA. Yeah, we want to go. We probably go next year. We want to go next year.
Yeah.
We'll go next year. We'll set some money aside. And we'll go next year. So
Then we're gonna go to Philippines.
yeah. Well, we only can go to one.
Yeah.
Oh dang. We might think about that one.
So we're gonna be partying.
Yeah, you mean slip it on what's name's floor, Rachel's floor.
And the Roosters gonna attack me.
No. Hey, not put it there. But this is a short episode, just quick to the point right here. The best time to buy. You look in the QA session, this will be an answer in there, but the best time to buy is when you have the money, and preferably during the winter when it's cheaper on there. And you have some type of opportunity and you know that you're going to actually be able to put it out. But think about money, winter. So if you have money in the winter, you can purchase it. But just don't run yourself dry because you don't know how long the winter's going to be. Especially if you're up north, your winters might be like, I know like, we talked to a guy in Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
and the one you talked to, he was talking about it's really slow when it hits October because it's basically snowing. And so it snows all the way until like February or March or something like that. And then like, that's like 4 or 5 months. You got to be worrying about, not really doing stuff. So you got to make your money during the summer and putting stuff out.
Or maybe just get some tents or stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure there's people still out there doing stuff. You just have to have the right stuff at the right time. And I think that's one thing that we know for sure. Just like, the bounce houses and the water slides and all that. That's like spring and summertime. But like in Florida, they have it year round. So you just got to learn your market and see where the demand is and come up with resolutions for. So people are going to party regardless all year round. You're just going to have the resolution for them. Like luckily we also have venues that we rent out as well, so that if something happens, say a bad weather or something like that, we have a resolution for all our customers. So hey, you just want to come over here, or you can come rent this venue out. It'll be just fine.
Yeah. Well, anything else more on the topic that you want to say?
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Get the checklist if you haven't already, and if you want to get into the party rental space, and you don't want to do a lot of the other grimy hard work and stuff, and you just want to partner with us, and and work on building a business with us, then we have stuff for you too. If you want consulting, want to talk, and that, reach out to us. Or if you just got a question, and you want a question answered, reach out to us.
Mm-hmm. Or if you want to take me out to eat, not just
yeah. Or if you want to take Eddie out to eat,
my wife might get mad.
Yeah. Well, she can come too.
Yeah, right.
But if you want to take it ahead, anything you want to do, look down in the description. We'll get you taken care of, answer your questions and stuff on that part. As I said about the other one, we already have this quarter already kind of booked already, but we're looking for stuff for the next quarter for someone who wants to join and do a specialist event rental company with us. It'll be over one specific item, a stage, a throne chair, or pipe and drapes, whatever it's going to be. And we'll run that one item in the city. We'll do the construction part. You bring up some of the money, and then we'll get it taken care of. And then you get a return back on a monthly basis. So check it out. If it's something you're interested into, you want to get into it, get some good passive income, let me know. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Xavier Kelly.
I'm Eddie.
Yeah, that's Eddie.
All right, we'll catch you on the next one.
See you in the next one.